Hi guys, I'm Megan Graham, and it has been so long since I made a video for YouTube that I basically have forgotten how to use my camera. So just a little update on what's been going on the last few months. My salon and beauty boutique on Newbury Street in Boston was shut down during the coronavirus. Since then, we've opened it back up with tons of new safety procedures and DocuSigns and things to keep things organized. My husband and I moved out of our luxury rental in Boston, which actually was moldy, so it was a godsend to move out, and we purchased our first home. So behind you, or behind me actually, it's our new condo. It's still completely in the works, and I was sort of waiting to start filming again until things were perfect. But as all of us know, things are never perfect. When I wait for perfection, I'm actually keeping really good content away from sharing it with you guys and just connecting with you and bringing you things that might be useful in your everyday lives. Here I am. I'm super excited. We've been looking for a year and a half, and we're in this condo, which is amazing. Today, what I wanted to talk about was actually, when is a good time to start doing Botox? So first of all, I don't think everybody has to do Botox. It's a personal choice, and if you want to just age naturally, there's nothing wrong with that. So this video is for those of you that are thinking about Botox and you're not sure of when you should actually start. First of all, I'm not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. This is just my opinion, and it's my personal experience. I know that some people might sort of give me the side eye for the fact that I'm sharing this, but I think that one of the reasons that I've been so successful and also helpful to women in the beauty business is that I'm basically willing to talk about things that other people won't. I don't find any shame in the fact that I do Botox. I'm 44 years old, and I've actually been doing Botox since I was 28 years old. Even now, people will say, why do you do it? You don't need it. I think that the key to most successful beauty treatments, staying in shape, anything in life where you want to maintain, is actually to start doing things before you need them. When I was 28, I started to notice some changes in my face, and I was not thinking about anything like Botox. At the time, one of my best friends, who is a great dermatologist, talked to me about what was happening with basically the shape of my eyes and just little changes and things. And she said that instead of a cream, that Botox would actually give me a super subtle lift, and it would give me that refreshed look that I was going for. When Botox is done too strongly, too heavily, you get that super surprised look where your eyebrows are pulled up, you look surprised. It's not the look that I hope most of us are going for. I don't think it's the look that people that tune into me are going for. I'm always about subtlety, looking natural, looking like yourself, and just making the best of what you have. I believe that starting to do Botox before you look like you need it is the key to looking young for longer. I think that when you're about 28, that's when things start to change a little bit. And you're still a baby. 28 was a long time ago for me. But at the same time, you're still producing collagen rapidly. You still have a fair amount of facial fat. And so when you start doing Botox early and you're consistent about it, it really does a good job of slowing down the progression of wrinkles and, aging and things like that. So I've always been really regular about it. I get my Botox every 4 to 6 months, and other than when we had the shutdown and I couldn't get it done, I've always been really good about it. With most beauty procedures, whether it's doing your hair, staying in shape, staying hydrated, I think that the best thing to do is to act before you need it. So there's always going to be a lot of people that will say, oh, but you don't need to go to the gym, or you don't need to do Botox. Well, that's exactly when you want to do it. Like it's unrealistic to say you wait and you're like 60 years old, you have some deep wrinkles. You can do Botox, it will still make a difference, but you're probably also going to be doing a lot of fillers and a lot of other things to sort of fill in the deep wrinkles that you already have. So I'm not saying that there's not hope if you didn't start doing it early, but I also just wanted to say that there's really great results that you can get when you do something that's called prejuvenation. And prejuvenation is taking care of things before they're a big problem. I was one of the early people that was actually doing Botox, and it did help to slow down some general aging for me. I haven't done anything else. I haven't, I haven't had a facelift. I haven't had my eyes done. I just do Botox, and about every probably year and a half, I get a little tiny bit of filler, sort of right in my cheeks. I guess there's a little bit right here and here. So I don't do a ton of different things, but that is what I do. My doctor is a board certified dermatologist. He is at Skincare Physicians in Chestnut Hill, and his name is Dr. Tom Rower. He's incredible. I'm a huge fan of his, and I send people to him all the time. I wanted to sort of demystify getting Botox, but what I also did want to add is that when you decide to get Botox, it is really important that you go to someone good. I'm sorry for all the nurses out there that do Botox. I don't send my clients to nurses to get Botox done. I would never have my dentist do my Botox. Just because somebody is legally allowed to do Botox, it doesn't mean it's going to look good. When you think about doing something to your face, something that you're going to be seeing for months and months, you really want to go to someone that has training, that understands your facial structure, that understands the risks. I think that a lot of people do Botox that shouldn't be doing Botox, and it's just not the time to save money. If you can't afford to go to someone good, I would absolutely not get it done. For the people that do want to get Botox, I would say don't be afraid to start early, but do your research and make sure that it's someone that gives really natural results. I know that there are different sort of trends that are happening with what people like to see with their faces, if you will. I don't ever go by anything trendy, whether it's for hair color, whether it's for makeup, or whether it's for how you look. I think that when you overdo it with Botox and when you overdo it with fillers, you don't necessarily look old, but you don't necessarily look young. You start to look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow person, and you lose your general facial contours. So to me, the look that I talk about is looking natural, is just looking like your best. And let's just say it's like my mom is very, she's very natural. She doesn't do a lot, but she's a really beautiful woman. And when I first told her I was getting Botox, she was not happy about it. But after she saw the results of about 6 months to a year, she looked and she said, you know what, I think you look great. And if I were 50 years old or 40 years old, I would get it too, because I think your results are wonderful. So I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have more questions about Botox, I'm definitely going to do some follow-up videos. I definitely recommend it, but I think it's important to know it's not just the product, it's truly having an artistic board certified dermatologist that does your Botox. So please do your research again. Don't just go to anyone. Just be very subtle about what you do, and I think you'll always look your best. Really nice to talk to you guys again. It's a little bit of a disaster behind me, but I'm going to get things settled soon, and I look forward to bringing some more videos and things to you soon. Thanks, guys. Stay healthy and stay beautiful.